Africa has produced the greatest footballers on the planet for over a century, and the World Cup trophy has never gone home to Africa, not once. That is not a coincidence, that is a system, and today your eyes open. Right now, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is being played. Billions of people are watching. African nations are on that pitch, fighting, running, creating moments of pure genius. But here is what nobody is saying out loud. Africa should have won this tournament long before today, and the reason it has not is one of the most deliberate acts of erasure in the history of sport. The first World Cup was held in 1930 in Uruguay. 13 nations competed. Not one was African, not one was Asian. FIFA was a European and South American club. Africa did not exist in their imagination of world football. By 1966, African nations had finally earned a path to qualification. And then FIFA did something extraordinary. African, Asian, and Oceanian nations were grouped together and told they would share just one single spot in the World Cup finals. One spot for an entire continent. Africa responded the only way self-respecting people could. Every African nation boycotted the 1966 World Cup in protest, every single one. The historian Paul Darby, in his landmark work on Africa and the FIFA World Cup, documents this boycott as one of the most unified acts of political resistance in the history of international sport. African football federations stood together and said, "No, we will not compete for scraps." FIFA held the tournament anyway, but the tide was turning. In 1990, Cameroon reached the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time in African history. Roger Milla was 38 years old, 38, and he was the most electric player at that entire tournament. He scored, he danced, he sent home Argentina, the defending world champions. Africa had arrived. And then two controversial penalty decisions sent Cameroon home. Two penalties. England scored both. Just like that, the moment was gone. In 2002, Senegal knocked out France, the defending world champions and the nation that had colonized Senegal for generations. Think about what that moment meant, not just as sport, as history. But the most painful moment of all was still coming. 2010, South Africa. The first World Cup ever held on African soil. Ghana reached the quarterfinals. Luis Suarez handled the ball on the goal line deliberately with his hands to deny a goal that would have sent Ghana to the semi-finals. The first African nation ever to reach that stage, he was sent off. Ghana had a penalty to make history. Asamoah Gyan hit the crossbar. Ghana went out on penalties. Suarez celebrated like he had scored a goal on African soil. This is not just football. This is the story of a continent that keeps producing greatness and keeps being denied the final moment of recognition by systems designed before Africa was invited to the table. In Part 2, we show you exactly how deep that system goes and why 2026 might finally be different. Your history is not over. It is being written right now.